What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A little bit different video today. We're in the shop working on the Subi. I recently found out you can change a car tire, swap it on the rim by yourself by hand. I was really surprised to find this out. Come to find out, it's way easier than a guy would think. So I'm gonna take you along for the ride. I've already done one, it went pretty smooth. I'll show you guys how to do this one right here. So step one is to obviously take the tire off the car. Step two is to take the valve stem out of the valve. Let all the air out. Once you got all the air out of the tire, we're gonna break the bead off of the wheel on both sides. Now that the bead's broke, we're gonna set the tire onto the stand itself. You just wanna make sure you get this little tab through one of the lug nut holes. The tire changing stand comes with this little spider assembly. It's slightly tapered. We're gonna put the taper down. Take the top of the changer, spin it on. The first one I did, I think I got it a little too tight and I marked the wheel up a little bit. Hypothetically, should be able to just hand tighten this because this post is holding it on the wheel hole. So we're gonna hand tighten it and see how it goes. Next step is to take any lubricant, just some soapy water. Then we're just gonna work the tire off the wheel. We got this pry side on this big bar. We'll get it underneath the tire. Peel that right up and over. And then once that's off, spin that right around. After you get half of the bead off, get that bar underneath the other half of the bead, do the same thing, walk it right off. You see I had some slime in these tires. And that's why I'm changing them. It was really hard to get these tires to balance out. Lube up our wheel. If you push down in it like that, you can kind of get the tire started. Then take your bar and slowly work your way around. Before we go any further, let's take a sec and thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is Phil Powell. PhilPow is a company committed to providing practical, high-performance cordless tools that bring more power to your life. We've been using the PhilPow B8 Pro Plus leaf blower, which makes cleaning up our shop space a breeze. The B8 Pro Plus comes standard with a brushless motor, providing 2 times more torque and 5 times the lifespan over a brush motor. Powered by two 40-volt, 4-amp-hour batteries, the B8 Pro Plus pushes up to 570 cubic feet of air per minute at speeds of up to 145 miles an hour. Weighing in at just over 8 pounds, this leaf blower is designed for easy control with features such as the variable speed trigger and turbo button, rubber overmolded handle, and balanced weight distribution. With a removable tapered nozzle and mid-tube, storage of the B8 Pro Plus is easy due to its compact breakdown. For those interested, as always, we've provided a link down below in the description so you can also experience the unmatched power of PhilPow. Thank you, PhilPow, for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to it. Now that you have the tire on the wheel, push down on it to seat the bottom bead. What you're going to need is to keep the valve stem out, and you're going to need a free-flowing air chuck to hook right onto this, and we're going to pick up just a little to seat the bead, and it'll pop right up. Make sure you got plenty of air pressure. Keep your adapter hooked on. I'm just going to hook the hose up to it, lift up on the tire till the bead sets, let the tire fill up until the bead pops onto the wheel. Then I'm going to pull the air off and put the valve stem back in, get the tire back on the car. Once we have the tire mounted up and seated on the bead, we're going to move it over to the balancer. The balancer is going to tell us where the tire needs to be weighted, if any. We have some adhesive weights we're going to put onto the wheel, and then we should be good to go. Just give the tire a little spin, and we have this level bubble right on the top. We're going to let that do its thing and see where it sits after a second here. And wherever the bubble is leaning towards, we're going to put some weight on that side to bring that down. I'm going to get in the habit of doing this about 3 times, mark on the wheel with a pencil every time where it comes up, just so we can try to get an average. Right where I marked again. I got a link down in the description for all these supplies as well as these adhesive weights. These are 1/4 ounce increments. I'm just going to set them on the tire where I believe they need to go and see how the balance works out. Okay, so that's about perfect. We ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/4 ounces. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.5 ounces of weight on this side. And that bubble is right in the middle. So I'm going to flip the tire over, clean it off where these adhere, and stick them to the inside of the wheel. Okay, I have the area marked and cleaned where the weights are going to go. We're going to peel this off and get them stuck on here. So that is how you remount and balance a car tire on a wheel by hand. I wouldn't say it's the easiest thing to do, but it's cool to know that it's doable by yourself. I don't know if I would really attempt like a big truck tire, even just like off of my pickup, nice strong 10-ply tire. I think that would kind of be a bear getting it on with this thing. But for this little passenger car, for the 4-wheelers, maybe these motorcycles, and even the bikes, it might work out just perfect. I guess we'll see in the long run. It's cool to know that it's doable though. That's kind of like a nice accomplishment. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below. And if you like this video, if you were surprised that I got this on, because I was also, give it a like. Catch you in the next one, guys.